The joy of going to an ethnic restaurant is going to a place and having the ability to explore their culture through their cuisine. You get to try their food, kind of know how they felt, how they ate, how they enjoyed themselves, how they celebrated. There is no other place in the United States that illustrates that for Tunisian kosher cuisine than Harissa, Los Angeles. Tunisian cuisine is one of the more complex flavor palettes because it was really a central location on the coast. Fricassee, you have a fried crunchy dough, you split it down the middle. You have your tuna in oil. This is the good kind of tuna. You have your egg. He likes to put Kalamata olives in there. You have your preserved lemon, and then you have the most famous condiment to come out of Tunisia, harissa. You heard it, it's a thing. Harissa is Tunisian. This is a very, very special type of tuna. The egg is soft as soft can be, and then you just get salty from that beautiful Kalamata. To describe harissa, the heat is not a heat burn your mouth heat. What it is, it's a flavor of warm. It's a flavor of warm, it's a flavor of bright red, and it just works so well. Chef Alain is huge on making sure there's vegetarian and vegan options, and also he's just got some really cool sides that I want to highlight. This is an oyster mushroom, but this roasted, usually maybe with a little vinegar, a little salt, a little something, is so unctuous and so meaty in its own right. It's an oyster mushroom, fabulous, and I'm very excited to have this here tonight. Mushrooms are supposed to be deep and earthy. Mushrooms are supposed to have a complex mouthfeel, and they have a tighter chew, more of a spongy strata that really defines and gives it its bite. You know, and when you roast it, you have moisture and heat, and then you have squishy and chewy. And if it's done the right way, it can really get closer to, in your brain, you identify it as meatier. This is a classic dessert. It's called the bestia. Usually it's rolled with like almonds and all sorts of stuff, and it's what you order when you roll to a place like this. This is their savory version, and I'm just gonna break this bad. And they serve it with the spoon, which I like. You know what I mean? That means you're supposed to just go all in. It's out of this world. It's totally different than what I've ever had, ever. It's like a sweet chicken pot pie Tunisian. I'm fascinated. Charcuterie, house-made cured meats. This is one of the places in the United States of America where they've been doing it the longest. This is harissa, this is our charcuterie platter. So we have two different types of pate. It's got that rich mineraliness that you find in liver. It's a poultry liver, there's a lot going on there, but it's rich, it's creamy, irony. Saucillon sec, dried sausage. You know you're dealing with a master because the distribution of the fats, how they're cured, now they're still rich and lively, and it also has that little funk, you know, it's been cured properly with the right molds. It's like a prosciutto and a bresaola. There's a special texture here. It's not like an overly dried and underly dried. You know the right age is there, you know the right molds, the right funks are there. But the texture is there too. It's soft and delicate and chewy. Still has like a, What you're tasting is salt, texture, and beef age. Out of this world. This is a classic couscous. It's done in that North African style where it's not Israeli couscous, little balls, but these are hand-rolled little dough semolinas. And then we have artichoke bottoms, fried with a little batter. And then for the protein, you put tofu in. This is everything you want together. Boom, boom, boom. We're gonna roll with the platter. It's just about having all the choices, and there's harissa, there's chicken, there's sausages, there's a lamb kebab. There's a Moroccan sausage called a merguez, classic to the area. It's a spicy lamb and beef kind of thing, natural casing. The man's a master of his sausage and his flavors, and then he has his little harissa here also, which is really a good flavor. It's just all together now. This place is one of the most unique kosher eats in the United States, I think. There is no other menu in the country that reads like this. The guy that runs it, Chef Alain, he for sure got a Hador status. If you're rolling through the neighborhood, and you are because it's straight on Pico, there's a joint called Harissa. And I can say that for sure. It's one of the best kosher restaurants in the country. Tunisia's in that. Tunisia. Oh, I got Tiago in Tunisia. Oh,